Look at so.
So far away feels like a little bit here. Back inside. CMA Fest 2024 rolls on here. KKTC True Country 99.9. And of course, out there, hightidecountry.net and powered by the Sports Guys, the podcast.com out there too. One of our show favorites here on day one of CMA Fest 2024. Jay Allen back in the fold. What's up, man?
Show favorite. I like that, man. I'm going to put that on my Insta bio.
He's show favorite. Show favorite. We got to play some music here in a few weeks. And on the station, we're going to play some music on the mornings. We do the call-ins and radio promotions. So we're going to play this. New album's coming out June 28th. Of course, Better Now is across all the streaming platforms right now. Man, May 10th when this came out. What a song. And I know you guys were excited to get that single out to the fans.
Yeah, it's always important for me if we're going to put out music. I want to shine, attention on helping others. So May was Mental Health Awareness Month, so that song came to me and I was like, that hits home. I literally listen to that song in the gym when I work out, just that's kind of been to get personal. That's been kind of the theme of my life recently is we've all been through a lot of things, loss, struggle, depression. For me, I've kind of gotten to a point where I'm feeling better now, I've minimalized alcohol, living in the gym in a good place with my marriage, with my career, it's all on the up and up. So I think it's good to celebrate the good moments in life, so
you have to, man. Want to get that one ride, and like I said, it's just like coming here. This is a special week. I mean, this is Super Bowl week for country music and sports fans, and everybody just on like Radio Row is what it is. And this is a big week for, the CMAs, and just to give back to the fans, because the fans are the ones that go out there and travel with you guys, buy tickets, and come to shows and stuff like that, and to do these meet and greets and have all this stuff going on to play these stages this week. It's pretty special.
Yeah, it still blows my mind. We did an event with Craig Campbell 2 days ago, the Cornhole Challenge, and it was storming when we showed up. Like all the artists and the managers waited in our cars, and I get out and there's like fans like that I just stayed out in the rain and waited for all of us. And I was like, what the heck are y'all doing? Get inside. And it amazes me how many people around the world support country music in Nashville, and you feel a sense of it growing. Like it's such a great time to be a part of this community. For me, I've kind of grown into it over the last 11 years, and being a part of my wife's career as well. And it feels like it's a really special time in country music and in Nashville in particular.
Yeah, talk about her for a second. Just shed some light there. She's been kicking some tail, Kylie Morgan, for those that don't know, but she is just a special talent. I've seen her rise just like yourself. You guys start somewhere and just move on up the record deal and the things with Smack Songs, everything that she's doing right now, she's on fire.
Yeah, I appreciate that because she needs to pay our bills. So, no, yeah, man, it's one of those things. Like her and I are each other's biggest champions and cheerleaders, and it's nice to come home and like she just gets it. It's sometimes we don't talk for 2 or 3 days, and it's okay. We're out there grinding, but when we're home, we're together. We turn our phones off, put our phones upside down. But yeah, I'm pumped to see her success. And she told her mom when she was 12 she was going to skip college and move to Nashville to be a country singer. So I, on the other hand, lived a whole nother life before I moved here. I was a music director and a Christian artist and under a different name, and learned the hard way, And so, but yeah, man, I'm her biggest champion. I'm so pumped for her, so proud of her. So hopefully she says the same about me.
I think that she echoes those sentiments. Hey, let's talk about Tattoos to Heaven, one of my favorite songs you guys put out. Special meaning. I know it had a lot of special meaning to you. You mentioned mental health awareness too, and just everything out there too as well, but a special story. Your mom was very inspirational in your life too.
Yeah, mama passed away from early onset Alzheimer's, and it's become really, my purpose in life to fight against that disease. So after these last few months, we've actually surpassed the $130 million mark that we've helped raise to fight against dementia. So another $30 million this year. I think it's our biggest year so far. So I want to keep doing that, keep giving back. I think that's the point. When you have a gift, you should utilize it to help others, as you do all the time, every day. So we appreciate you as well.
Hey, let's talk a little bit about this crazy week that it is too. But I know you guys never rest on your laurels. The album's coming out June 28th. Cannot wait for this and hear this whole selection of songs. We're going to play some on KKTC out there in New Mexico and Colorado out there too. We do our artist spotlight features in the morning with Shelly there on the morning show. Talk about this album too. You mentioned the singles that came off of it too that have really set the table for this type of album too, which is fantastic. And I know I can't wait to hear all the songs in there because I don't just listen to one song. I'm an all album guy.
Yeah, I feel like, a lot of artists and acts, they put out their best first off the project. We kind of just shared what's to come. I don't think they're the best songs off the record, but the record means a lot to me. It's called Des Moines. I was actually in Des Moines. I was living in Savannah, Georgia. I had to kind of put my tail between my legs and moved back to Iowa for a little bit. And I was living in Des Moines for 9 months. The story goes, my ex woke me up one morning and she said, Jay, you need to move to Nashville, otherwise you never will. And it was literally the last place I wanted to go to. Heard all the horror stories about people with dreams coming to Nashville and having to run back home when it doesn't work out. And I didn't want to do that. She convinced me to go. And that was 11 years ago. I had a guitar and a suitcase, and that was it. I literally lived in the back of someone's house, like an elderly couple. They let me live there free, rent free. That's the only way I got on my feet. So I wanted to, pay respect to the moment where I finally became brave enough to believe in myself, and so I'm so glad I made that choice. So we're titling it Des Moines, and it's really it tells the story, every song from that moment till now of the journey being in Nashville the last 11 years. And we're dropping it on my mom's birthday, June 28th. So
that's crazy. Yeah. Hey, let's talk about what my favorite show out there too. You got to experience there just 2-3 years ago, and being a contestant on it too. I think it's the show of all shows. Been around 25 seasons or so now. The Voice, and being on there and taking a little bit of that coaching. Those legends in the business, no matter who your coach was. And of course you had a great one too in your own right, but hearing all the stories, knowing that competition is very tough, the grind, selection of songs, wardrobe choice, stage presence, all that too. I know that taught you a lot, and you learned some great valuable lessons off The Voice, right?
Yeah, I actually run into Blake and Gwen all the time now. Yeah, they can't shake me. We actually just we performed at the Power of Love Gala for the Cleveland Clinic in Las Vegas, and they honored Blake. And so we hung out with him backstage. Went to take a picture, and I was like, congrats, Blake. Like, huge night for you. Went to put him in the middle to take the photo. And he goes, no, Jay, you get in the middle of me and Gwen. You're our son. So they're really, really cool people, man. So yeah, I learned a lot. I think it just, it caused me to want to tidy up what I'm doing, So now it's like, okay, I'm an artist, people are looking at me. I need to represent myself well, be a man of character, and Gwen said some things. I don't know whether she meant to or not, but she said, lean into that heartfelt side of you. So it doesn't always have to be the tough guy image, I think if you're real and authentic and human, that's when people really connect with you. So I took that to heart.
Well, you should, no doubt. Again, the new single out there across all the streaming platforms now, new album, June 28th on Mom's birthday, too. Check him out across all the socials, the websites out there. Build with him and make new fans. Jay Allen, one of the superstars in country music right now, blowing up. And, of course, some more coverage here. CMA Fest 2024 continues on. KKTC, True Country, 99.9, and our friends at HighTideCountry.net. More to come here, too. Again, presented by our friends at Bangtail Whiskey and the CadenGordonShow.com. Today's best country mix. More to come. Stay tuned.